The bugler, from the field's edge. He joined as a boy, a bugler, Royal Horse Artillery, brass in hand, boots too big, eyes set on distant shapes he couldn't yet name. He wasn't meant to fight, just to sound the notes. But the world caught fire and boys grew into men overnight. By the time his boots fit, he'd swapped the bugle for a field gun. Royal Artillery, NCO, regular army. A man among men, though he never claimed it. He never said much at all. Once, and only once, he spoke of France, of a captured German 88 turned back on the woods where the enemy waited. A few shrapnel rounds, then silence. He walked into those woods alone, said it looked like a butcher's shop, bits of men hanging in the trees. That was all. He never named the enemy. But I wonder now if they were the Hitler Jugend, young like he had been, field grey instead of khaki, raised in uniform, drilled in loyalty, taught that Europe united could hold 1,000 years of peace. My grandfather? He thought of England, of green meadows, of hedgerows and red kites circling the vale. Not Europe, not ideologies, just England. And those boys in the trees, they too had been lied to. They sang songs around the fire at night, just like our lads did. Lily Marlene drifted across no man's land in both directions. A tune about love, not conquest. But songs can be twisted too. There was one, Wir werden weitermarschieren, wenn alles in Scherben fällt. Denn heute, da hört uns Deutschland. Und morgen, die ganze Welt. We will march on, even if everything falls to ruin. For today, Germany hears us, and tomorrow, the whole world. But somewhere along the way, one word changed. Hurt became gehört. Hears became belongs. And just like that, it wasn't a soldier's defiance anymore. It was a threat, a slogan, a reason to kill. It was never what they meant. But the lie suited the victors, and hatred found a new melody. My grandfather came home, but he never looked at England the same. The countryside still stirred him, but the cities, rebuilt in glass and concrete and noise, held nothing for him. He saw what they'd become, and fell silent again. He watched England dissolve, piece by piece, through treaties and trade, until the flag flew smaller than the paper it was printed on. And I believe, had he been given the chance again, he might have said what so many never got to. Let Europe be Europe. We are England. Now once more the drums roll in the east, war in headlines, war in hashtags, war dressed up as principle. Full-scale invasion, they say, with fewer deaths than a motorway pile-up. But missiles still fly, and the old playbook still circulates. And I think of him again, of a bugle, of the silence in the trees, of the boys in field grey and the boys in khaki, of the songs they sang, and the truths none of them were told. And I ask, when the bugle sounds again, will anyone stop to ask what tune we're marching to?